in countries around the world is out of all proportion to that, to any other kind of group I can think of.
I want to show you one other thing. Since we've done Douglas Murray and we've done Jordan Peterson, how about I give you the trifecta of sanity? This is a video of Thomas Sowell. This is from probably 20, 25 years ago. Thomas Sowell being asked about why anti-Semitism is so prevalent in history.
You have a chapter, that's the first chapter is black rednecks and white liberals. The second chapter is, are Jews generic?
Mm-hmm.
Why the jump from black rednecks and white liberals to are Jews generic? What's the point?
Well, this book is really about ethnic and cultural issues in general. So there's a chapter on the Jews, there's a chapter on the Germans, and then there's a chapter on history in general. So they're lumped together because they're all cultural ethnic issues. Fascinating story, because among the middleman minorities, of which the Jews are most prominent, the hostility of these people in countries around the world is out of all proportion to that, to any other kind of group I can think of. In terms of violence, the number of Chinese killed, let's say, in 1 year, and by mob action, exceeds all the blacks lynched in the entire history of the United States. And the number of Armenians killed in Turkey during the First World War is greater than that. And of course, the number of Jews slaughtered on a number of occasions in history, even before the Holocaust, is greater than that. So the question is, why this particular kind of people are the targets of so much venomous hatred? And I think the answer is that they not only succeed, they succeed in a way which is a threat to the egos of other people. But the guy who comes here, let's say from Vietnam or Korea, and arrives here with little more than the clothes on his back and a few words of broken English, and a decade later he has his own little business, and you see his son a few years after that getting ready to go off to Harvard or MIT. You got to ask yourself, you either got to, you've got to hate yourself for saying, my God, I've been stagnating this guy with nothing, and now he's risen out, or you're going to have to hate him. Years ago, one official of one of the Jewish organizations in New York asked me, well, what can Jews themselves do in order to minimize the hostility they face? I gave him a one-word answer: fail. Because as long as you succeed, you're going to be hated.
I personally would rather succeed and be hated than fail and be loved, and that probably is the story of the Jews. The interesting thing with Israel related to all this is you have Jews who are not only succeeding, they're struggling over this last month, obviously, but there's a sense, I was talking to an Israeli friend last night, there's a sense in the country that they are going to be stronger than ever on the other side of this, that this is ironically bringing them together. It's sort of baked in the code. It's what every Jewish holiday is about. Oh, they killed a whole bunch of us. They didn't kill all of us. We're still here. Let's eat. And Jews still are here. That is why they particularly hate Israel, because it's a place where not only Jews are succeeding, but then Jews refuse to fail, and they've got weapons to make sure that that doesn't happen.